Dark Seal was released in 1990 by Data East with the subtitle Gate of Doom in the West. It's an isometric hack and slash. Two players could team up and choose from a lineup of 4 characters: the knight, the wizard, the bard, and the ninja. The plot is typical medieval fantasy fare. The player must close the titular Gate of Doom and thereby save the kingdom. The game was released at a time when RPGs were becoming increasingly popular on home computers and consoles, and the influence of that genre started to filter through to the arcades. In the case of Dark Seal, less in terms of the mechanics and more with the kind of character classes, enemy creatures, overall graphical style. You can tell it's been inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. Aesthetically, the game is dark, gothic, but ultimately fairly uninspired. I remember being quite impressed with the graphics when I played this in the arcade, but they're not very stylized, so they tend to have aged quite badly. I feel like the more stylized arcade games age better, and this is fairly generic. Similarly, the music is fairly average, kind of fantasy fare, although it definitely fits the tone and the setting of the game, and there's some nice cues on occasion, and there are some nice voice samples as well, with a kind of a disembodied dungeon master style VO at the start of certain levels. He actually prays for you. May the gods guide you on your quest to rescue the princess.
May the gods guide you in your quest to save the country.
As you progress, the levels become increasingly packed with enemies. They spit all manner of projectiles. The skeletons in particular, I think, are worthy of a mention. They sink into the ground to avoid your attacks. Very annoying. Boss battles, there are a ton of these in the game. They come thick and fast, and they're very hard as well, with many being designed to gobble up 10 pences. So, although the game's fantasy world is fairly generic and the character classes are a little bit uninspired, the game does have several interesting features, in my opinion. Each class has a very different attack. The knight's mace has an area of effect. It's good when you're surrounded or attacking from an unusual angle. The wizard shoots flame in a line that can hit multiple enemies and fires very fast as well. The bard, he's the weakest class in my view. You have to be really, you have to be on target with him, although he does hit harder than the rest, it seems like, in certain situations. The ninja throws 3 shurikens at once, very fast, not very powerful, but he's very fast as well. He can move like lightning. The magic system is intriguing also. Your mana bar gradually fills up as you kill enemies until you have enough to cast a spell from the spell book. The spell book is constantly flipping pages, so you have to wait for the spell you want and then sort of time it. It's really cool, and some of the spell effects are pretty unique as well. I like the one that turns you into a massive bowling ball that just run over the enemies. Unfortunately for the final couple of battles, the magic system is not available to you. I think it's the last 2 bosses. Which seems like an oversight to me. Taking away that feature when it would have been most useful right at the end. It seems like a shame. The game features an RPG style inventory, quite interesting, with speed boots and stuff that you can pick up. You can get a necklace that does a shield, I think, and a power up for your weapon that turns it gold and turns the wizard's flames blue and whatnot. It's a nice addition, adds further stakes to dying, and you will die a lot. The game is very tough. There's a healthy dose of arcade cheese, with several of the bosses attacks being pretty much impossible to dodge. The guy at the end, the knight in particular, he does a spinning attack that I've yet to figure out how you can dodge that. I think it's just random at that stage. Also, the fact that the knight is the strongest character, his chain just flies out and does an arc around you, so it hits all the enemies around you. He's just the strongest. Seems like obviously the strongest character from the very beginning. So in conclusion, Dark Seal is a flawed game that is unfairly difficult. But its unique magic system and nods to the RPG genre make it an interesting title to check out. If you enjoyed this video, some more might be appearing on screen right now, as well as retrospectives and reviews. I also do playthroughs of the games I discuss on my channel, so you might like to pop over there and maybe even subscribe. Thank you for watching. I say bye for now.